Hey, what's going on, everybody? Kobe Clemens here from Misty Knights Productions, here to talk about another martial arts breakdown. In the last one, we talked about the 52 blocks technique, skull and bones. So, skull and bones, again, used for stopping a jab, or if you use the rear skull and bones, stopping the cross. Today, we're going to talk about a couple of the offensive movements. Now, one you see a lot more in boxing. This one's called the jackpot or the Lomachenko. It entails, if I'm in my fighting stance, putting my rear hand or lead hand, this is up to you depending on your style, touching my opponent's glove and basically yanking it down, just like I would a lottery machine, or those machines in Vegas and Oklahoma and stuff. Pulling it down like I'm yanking a jackpot, right? The reason that's called the jackpot is because as soon as I bring this hand down, my other hand is already launching for a hook or an elbow. A lot of times you'll see this in Muay Thai. They'll have what's known as long guard, and as soon as they do it, they'll use their lead hand to pull down and come in with an elbow. So again, that's called the jackpot or the Lomachenko. The second technique is called the Handball Killer. The Handball Killer is pretty much just an overhand. You see a lot of times people will set it up using the rolls and then come into a closed door, followed by the Handball Killer. That's one of the ways to set it up, but there are more effective ways than just rolling your arms and trying to confuse your opponent. It's a valid technique, but again, it can't be your only technique. One way I like to use the Handball Killer, I'll be in my stance. Sometimes I like to fight southpaw. I'll be in my stance and I'll throw different techniques. And as soon as I catch my opponent's hand, now this may or may not happen, but as soon as I catch my opponent's hand, I like to launch that overhand. The second I make contact, just like I would with the jackpot, I'm touching and launching that Handball Killer. Now, some of the more effective ways to use those two techniques: feigning with your jabs, jab cross, testing out his defense. The moment you see an opening, yank down with that hand, jackpot, then Handball Killer. Thank you. That's the first martial arts breakdown. Have a good one.